The entire city of Lakeville could fit inside US Bank Stadium, but only just. And anybody who made the trip up I-35 here tonight has to pick a side, as it's #1 Lakeville North and the upstart Lakeville South. The Battle of Lakeville here in the 6A semifinals coming up next on PrepSpotlight.tv. No delay on this kickoff. They get it off 5 seconds into the play clock, and it will be Curtis from the 10-yard line. And good blocking on the left-hand side, and a decent return out near the 35, where a host of Cougars bring him down. And they were led by Nick Austin, junior quarterback number 13. Does not throw much, and he's thrown probably less as the season's gone along. Most of his job is turning it around and handing off to this guy, Curtis, who takes a solid shot on his first carry. Gets a couple. TJ Nelson is the back on the right. You'll also see a lot of number 7, Johnny Shabazz, but they go with the big guy Stewart up the middle, and that one does not get much, although he bounces it outside trying to keep it alive, and now Stewart's got some blockers down the outside. He's finally forced out of bounds by Owen Dugan, but what a run by the big man Stewart. The whistle never wet. Watch this.
Yep, and it's the old adage in keeping your legs moving, and you do this from day 1 and 2-a-days. And
Patterson, the sophomore, who took over mid-season, and the offense really took off when he did. And this is Johnny Shabazz up the middle, and he's into Lakeville North territory, and Dugan may have saved a touchdown. Shabazz had a big game last week against Woodbury. 85 yards and a 55-yard touchdown. That would have been 58 had he taken it in. And there you go. The deception even fools the cameras. It happens quite a bit.
Yeah, the deception, and on that one, Charlie, a quick trap, and he's at the second level.
First down and 10 at the Lakeville North 41. There will not be a lot of passing tonight. It's Shabazz up the middle again, and he's down to the 32-yard line. Gain of 9. Lakeville South last week beat Woodbury 28-14. They attempted one pass, and it was on a 2-point conversion. 4th down and 3. They go up the middle with it, and Stewart's got the first down, and he was an ankle tackle away from breaking that one too. And this time Patterson keeps it. And there weren't really any better options, but that wasn't a good one either, as Eli Mostert chases him down. Both Eli and Will are on their way to North Dakota State next year. They're both 6'4", 245 pounds, and they're both just monsters out there on defense. 3rd down and 13. Let's see what they come up with. This might be a 2-down situation for Lakeville South. They try to go up the middle with Shabazz, and he's got the first down and more as he bounces off Dugan, and he will score. And there may have been a face mask on the play to boot, but it doesn't matter. It's a 31-yard touchdown run for Johnny Shabazz, and the Cougars lead it 6-0.
It was almost as if the young man from Lakeville North in the secondary at first, 25, did not believe that he even had the ball.
He was looking elsewhere, yeah, and Shabazz just bounced off him. And he almost treated it like a block, as everybody went with Stewart, and that was a great fake by Lakeville South. And you can see he's running into the end zone with his helmet almost off because his face mask was tied up. So here's the junior kicker, John Olson, to try to make it 7-0. Kick is on its way, and it's right down the middle. So how about that start for Lakeville South? They get a 3 and out, and they march right down the field 80 yards. Lakeville North has won the last 9 meetings. That includes a section meeting dating back to 2010. As here's Rajon Nelson on first down. The human highlight film is out across the 35 and out to the 40-yard line. His first touch of the football, and he shows you what can happen when you give it to him. He is electric.
He is very much electric. When I saw him line up in there, Charlie, I thought, okay, here we go. This is going to be a little change of pace now.
41 carries, 220 yards, and 4 touchdowns since the start of section play. Gets a little muddled at 6A because it's all just one big tournament, but the first 2 rounds are still considered the sections. And they're going to give it to Nelson again. Different look here, and this time much better defensively as Riley Malman tripped him up after a short game, maybe 2. And they're going to run it with Curtis. He's got a big hole, and he's got a first down. Wasn't touched until he got to the secondary, and Jacob Rongish brought him down, but that's at the Lakeville South 34. And how confident a team do you have to be to run on 3rd and 13 and look like you were trying for all 13?
And that's the play again with the we'll call them the Twin Towers out there, and they're lined up, and they may do it again.
Curtis. They do run off to the right behind those big bodies, Mostart, and Benhart. And that's 9 more yards.
There's our twin tower formation again, Charlie, and there he goes.
Nelson off the right, and he blasts his way into the end zone, and it's 7-6. And he's not a big guy either, 5'10", 175, but how about the power finish to that run?
They bring those guys over there, and they're saying, you know what, here we come. Let's see if you can stop us.
Big bodies in front, and then the little guy.
91.
A little bad there for Rangish.
Raja did the rest.
Linebacker / kicker Nicholas Mines to tie it up, and he does, right down the middle and off the Minnesota State High School League logo. And the handoff is to Layton, and he takes a shot in the hole. Stepping up to make the hit there was Preston Palmer.
Beautiful linebacker play by Palmer that time.
3 sacks. He's also forced a couple fumbles. And an interception against Cretan in the section play. This is Nelson off the wing. And he was tripped up out there by Dylan Doty, very close to a first down. In fact, I think they gave it to him as he went hurtling through the air to the 35. The spot foul. And they go to Nelson, this time running left. So quick to the outside. And he's banged out of bounds by Rangish, but he's got a first down up around the 47-yard line. 1:38 remaining. Lakeville North with 2 timeouts. They're going to try Nelson on the reverse, and he is all alone out there. Rangish trying to play center field, and he's able to slow him up. And he spins back for another big pickup. About 24 yards to the Lakeville South 32. What a play call. And Nelson in that much space has got to give a coach a heart attack.
Yeah, exactly. And boy, they just had the flow going the other way and total misdirection. And Lakeville South was kind of caught standing still on that one.
1st and 10 at the Cougar 32. And this is Curtis trying to get to the outside. And he's got the sideline, cutting it back upfield inside the 10. And a touchdown saver by Rangish.
Not a air circus type team by any stretch of the imagination, but look at them take care of the yardage and take care of the field.
And he is a decoy.
Got the Twin Towers formation again, Charlie.
Go to Nelson, nothing there. And the first one on him was Tavion Layton, and it's 4th down and goal from the 4. And what does Lakeville North do here? And it is Nelson in the backfield. Keebler on the keep,
the boot,
trying to boot it out to the corner. Touchdown! He beat Nick Austin to the spot. And Rangish had to stay in the end zone because he had receivers there. And Keebler, who tried to sneak it in a couple plays ago when they called it back, here runs it in.
And you absolutely, positively have to play Raja Nelson. I mean, it just keeps you honest, and that's what allowed Keebler to slide into the end zone. Great call.
Tate Stallo is the tight end in there, and he was the one keeping everybody honest. And you do have to cover him. Stallo this year, 7 receptions and a touchdown. Mines on the extra point. Awkward looking snap and hold and run up, but he got it. And it's 14-7 North with 14 seconds remaining in the second quarter. It's 14-7 at the half. We step aside on PrepSpotlight.tv on the Battle of Lakeville.
Move the chains a couple of times. We'll see if they can do that.
3rd down. Patterson trying to keep it himself. Good speed by Eric Weckman to bring him down at the line of scrimmage. Even though the Panthers did pick up a 3rd and 13 in the first half. Now here's Nelson. Big hole for him, and he's going to get the penalty yardage back and almost a first down there as he gets 13 yards.
That has lit up Lakeville South.
He's the only one there right now as they just keep it with him, and he's got a first down off that left side, running away from that stacked Mostart formation.
4 or 5 yards.
3rd down and 6, and the pitch is to Nelson. First down, plenty more inside the 25. Said it earlier, they weren't really finding their stride, but they're rolling now.
They are really rolling. And
count the tight ends out there for Lakeville North. Curtis cutting it back, and he'll walk into the end zone. 17 yards on the touchdown run, and Lakeville North has opened up a 2-score lead.
That was an influence play. I'd have to see the replay Charlie, but I think we got a counter. Yeah, we got a counter, big-time counter play to the other side.
Just running behind two big bodies. That was the biggest hole of the night.
Nice job by the quarterback to show flow one way and then hand back the other way on the counter.
Mines boots it through. 21-7 Lakeville North with 7:11 remaining in the third. We step aside on PrepSpotlight.tv. Game that was played at Osseo High School. Lakeville North, of course, played at TCO Performance Center. Patterson's going to throw, and he had a man.
Yes, he did.
That was George Brecky, who started the year as the quarterback, now a tight end.
Little bit of a bootleg again, and oh, it's just so close. Go with the I formation this time, Charlie.
Curtis off that right side into the open field, and Curtis bouncing it outside. Inside the Lakeville South 40, run out by Grant Shireman.
That's the old pro ISO play, and boy, going for big numbers again.
Curtis had 107 yards before that carry. Dawson Godey is the fullback. Curtis off the right, running behind Benhart. Dragged down on the play by Stewart. Got him just short of another first down. Covered by Dylan Doty out to the left. That's where the big tight end package is, and Curtis runs behind that. He's got the first down, and Rongich will run him out of bounds at the 18-yard line, and it's a pickup of 10 when they needed one.
Lakeville South would probably have to drive about 90 yards. So
Nelson trying to make all that a moot point, and he'll do that and then some. Another 17-yard touchdown run, this time by Rajon Nelson, just dancing through the middle. And it's 27-7.
What a change of pace, and he's kind of the master of the jump stop. And the little cut right at the end there, and goes in unscathed.
Maybe the best 1-2 backfield punch in the state of Minnesota, and we've seen some pretty good ones in US Bank Stadium over the last 2 days. We'll see a couple more tomorrow as Mines for the extra point. Good job on the snap and hold there by Keebler on a bit of a low snap. 28-7, 28 unanswered points for Lakeville North. Right now it's Lakeville South facing a 4th down and 1 at the 41-yard line. Need to keep this drive alive, and they'll go to the big body, and that is Stewart. He's got a first down into Lakeville North territory, and they'll finally run a play on the plus side of the 50.
Yeah, not a bad call at all. 2 lead blockers. Stewart picks up a huge first down. Really did a nice job of
no Stewart out there on this play. And they are going to throw it, but not like that. As that was Carter and Mostert. We get a flag out at the end of the play.
Illegal roughness, unnecessary roughness, number 21 on the defense. Dead ball, 15-yard penalty.
And Patterson still has to sit out, so George Brecky is going to come back on to play quarterback. We'll see if we can catch the penalty here. It's up at the top left-hand corner of your screen.
Oh, is it between the tight end?
Tangled up with Malman, didn't really see it. Well, Patterson replaced him. He moved to tight end. The offense took off. He's out there for a play. He'll hand it off to Shabazz up the middle. A nice gap. Where he's brought down by Ryan Mudgett at the 30-yard line. A gain of 8. Patterson bootlegs, going to try to outrun Carter. And he runs into Weckman at the 20-yard line, and a flag comes out on maybe the hit as Weckman knocked Patterson's helmet off again.
Personal foul, targeting, number 46. Penalties half the distance to the goal line. First down.
They called it on Herman. Yeah, Herman's not anywhere near it. That was a mistaken identity there by the officials, and that's a big deal because a targeting penalty, you get enough of those and you can be ejected. It wasn't Herman. He was in the middle of the field.
Was that a safety there?
That was Weckman, number 27.
Oh, yeah.
You saw it was helmet to helmet.
Right. Yes. Lakeville North walks up an extra backer.
Patterson's going to keep it. Trying to get to the corner. He'll take a man on, and he gets to the end zone. That was Weckman again. And they couldn't keep him out.
No. At first, it looks like he was kind of like timing his run a little bit, and I'm thinking, you got to go, man. You got to go. because Lakeville North isn't exactly slow on defense.
Ryan Mudgett was out there too, but it was Weckman was the main man. You see how frustrated he was. He couldn't keep the 175-pound Patterson out of the end zone. Extra point is blocked. Ooh. That was a low kick for John Olson.
It was. It almost looked like he may have lost his balance there a little bit, Charlie, coming into it. It didn't look good from the beginning.
Yeah, a little bit off balance. You can see he was leaning out to the left.
Yeah, on his left leg.
Who knows where that would have gone had it not been blocked. Certainly lightning, though. And here's a little lightning off the left-hand side. Brian Curtis down the sideline, slips a tackle, and Stewart will save a touchdown as he's down to the 5. And Curtis needed 43 yards for 200 coming into that play.
Charlie, it was the same play that they scored on before, right down here to our right. They went back to the counter play again, and again paying big dividends. Wow, it's made big money.
Raja Nelson, the back, looking for touchdown number 3. Well, what a move as he goes in from 6 yards out. So one guy's got 200 yards. The other one's got 180 and 3 touchdowns. These two are just unstoppable, and look at that.
They really are. Almost look too easy. I know it's not easy either. Definitely not easy, and Lakeville South isn't quitting, but my goodness. It's something else.
34-13, Mines for the extra point. And Lakeville North 35-13, the final over Lakeville South. It was a good game. Final scoreline probably pretty accurate based on the way Lakeville North really dominated the second half, however.
Yep, I think so.